Hello everyone, my name is Guido Cammà from the Cognitive Neurology Lab in the Charité, and today I will be talking about functional connectivity alterations in CFS. So the aim of our study was to investigate structural and functional brain alterations using MRI in chronic fatigue syndrome patients before and after HBOT treatment, which involves breathing 100% oxygen within a hyperbaric chamber. And this is been seen to enhance microcirculation, mitochondrial function, and reduce neuroinflammation, therefore being a potential therapeutic approach in ME/CFS. So 30 patients and 30 matched healthy controls were recruited, who underwent 40 sessions of HBOT therapy, and magnetic resonance imaging was performed before treatment and after treatment, and we performed whole brain volumetric analysis as well as seed-based resting state functional connectivity analysis using the bilateral thalamus as seed region. In the first comparison and functional analysis, we compared patients before treatment and healthy controls, and we saw an increased thalamic functional connectivity in patients compared to healthy controls in the motor and somatosensory regions bilaterally, as well as visual occipital regions bilaterally. In the comparison of patients after treatment with healthy controls, we only saw a small cluster of residual increased functional connectivity in the somatosensory regions right. And in the longitudinal comparison in the group of patients, comparing patients after treatment and before treatment, we couldn't find significant functional connectivity differences. But then using a thalamic subcluster, so a subregion of the thalamus involved in sensory motor attentional integration, using it as a seed region, there we actually saw reduced thalamic functional connectivity in patients after the treatment compared to the before treatment in the same somatosensory regions. And as regards structural analysis, we couldn't find significant differences in the structure in any of the three comparisons. So to conclude, we saw that chronic fatigue syndrome patient, ME/CFS patients before treatment showed an increased thalamic functional connectivity with motor, somatosensory and visual regions, suggesting a possibly altered sensory and motor processing. And after the HBOT treatment, there was a sort of trend of normalization. We didn't find volumetric changes, which could suggest that ME/CFS symptoms may be more closely related to functional network changes than structural abnormalities. But of course, will be really relevant to put these functional alterations in relation to the symptomatology, which is something that we will do in the next time. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for the very precise presentation, good in time. One burning question from the auditorium and all other questions then in front of the posters outside. A burning question? Yes, Carmen? Or somebody else? Carmen.
Well, if there's no question, just a comment. I think that's really great data because it reassures us that we have no permanent damage in the brain of ME/CFS patients and that it's probably rapidly reversible if you do the right therapy. And further questions, have a look at the poster. So all these data will be in more detail at the poster.
Thank you very much again.